What's happening, guys? Coast to Coast Studios. I'm your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump into some of the stories, motivations, and inspirations behind artists, entrepreneurs, business owners, anybody just chasing their dreams. Tonight, we have, let's just jump into it and introduce yourself.
D Money Johnson. If you don't already know, you're already slow.
Heck yeah. What's your Instagram and where are you located?
I'm located in the Inland Empire, SoCal, California. IG, Twitter, Facebook is all the number one and only D Money. Says the number one and only D Money.
Heck yeah. Dope. You'll have a tag right there. My tag's over here.
Hell yeah.
So they'll be able to connect with you, and all the links will be below. So be sure to just connect with us and show your support. What's your story? Let's dig behind the grams. Where'd it come from?
So,
what'd you do to get where you are today?
So basically, I've always been into music. I love music. Like that's something that's very important to me, as opposed to like everything else that happens in life. Music is very important.
Totally.
So I made my first real track in 2009. So I released that single. I did this typical shit that everybody else does. You know, check out my mixtape, whatever else I did. I've been there, done that. So after that, I moved to Dallas to go to school. Music was still like, it wasn't on the back burner, but it was like a second priority. I was kind of doing what people want you to do, what your parents want you to do, what people care about you want you to do.
What society raises you
to
so I think is right, for sure.
100%. So I was working a job full time, and I was going to school full time. And music, like I said, it was a little bit on the back burner. But I mean, it never stopped. If something came up that I needed money for, I mean, before it closed, I'd put money into music.
Yeah.
I'd invest in that 100%.
Yeah. You're investing into yourself and your future. What you seem to have had self-belief in your passions, you know, since day one, which is good.
Yeah, and I had it before I even realized it. Like now I realize, and I try to get people to realize it, but they just don't understand. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
totally.
you kind of gotta manifest your own dreams and make it happen.
Yeah.
So what I did was, I wanted to keep, after I do one thing and accomplish one goal, I keep making new ones. No matter how far-fetched or how crazy they are.
Yeah.
You know, there's some major ones.
Stars.
Exactly. There's some major ones that are there, and there's some that are like realistic that are there. So I have both of them in place the entire time.
Dope.
So some of the ones that weren't realistic came true, low key, and some of the ones, and then all the ones that were realistic came true. Like there's no reason why those shouldn't come true.
When those unrealistic ones came true, you were like, you know, then it pushed your limits. Like this, what you don't think is achievable, you know, straight up.
Exactly. And people want their shit just like, they kind of want like, if you fuck with music and you want your shit to just be there tomorrow. Because you can have talent, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to generate an awareness and do all kinds of other shit. So literally, I have people that are on my team that support me like to the fullest, like on some other shit, and then not only with my own self-motivation.
Straight up.
No, I didn't just shoot up, but like, you know, gradually things were going up, and like I celebrate the positive. I'm very optimistic.
Heck yeah.
So like I notice everything that's happening. Like now people are starting to find me to the point now where I don't have to, like, I'm not at the beach like I used to be handling my shit all day. You know what I mean? Like now people find me, you know, big music executives find me and stuff like that. So at that point, you know, I started working with, the way it started at first, when I started working with big name producers. You know what I'm saying?
Digging your tentacles into there. They got, you know, they have the Cheerios in their pocket to get you where you know you should be, you know?
Exactly. And then what I was doing too is, I was to the point to where it's like, in the music industry, one is saturated, two, there's a lot of people that talk about shit, but they're not really about it. So it's like, I started realizing that, you know what, I can kind of take my destiny to my own hands. Even if I'm not the guy that everyone knows, I can still start generating revenue off of it to where I can put all my energy into this instead of being an employee somewhere. Exactly. So I started doing that. And when I started doing that, that's when the progress like really just took a big ass jump.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, in my eyes, a big ass jump, because I don't know what nobody else thinks. But yeah, I'm the same person doing the same thing I was doing last year. But the difference is I'm not working 9 to 5. It's all going into my craft.
That's good.
So I'm saying
that's a lot of. That's a lot of goals, and I'm sure a lot of viewers watching this, and that's their goals. They're chasing, but you have to hold down that 9 to 5 and just bust your ass.
And I did
for a long time to get to that point.
Speaking of 9 to 5, that's why I created the song. I mean, the album. Well, it's an EP. You know, one thing I'm doing too, I'll get off the subject for a quick second, is I drop EPs. So that way when I do get to where I'm like some crazy ass worldwide mainstream, like, oh, D Money's gonna drop his first album. You know what I mean? So I'll do EPs, give them a little bit of by the stage, so they kind of they want more, and they'll go back and get the other shit, because the other shit was great to me too. So like I said, I just drop EPs. That's what I do right now.
What do you feel motivates you every day just to keep hustling?
What motivates me is to just basically, know that this is me. I've accepted who I am. Fuck what anybody else says. You know, the next door neighbor's a rapper too, but he's the person that doesn't work, that hasn't done anything.
Doesn't work as hard as
he just uses it as a scapegoat, but so it makes me look bad. But you know what? I'll take that negative energy and I'll show you different. You know, I can show you better than I can tell you. So that's how I operate. So back to what I was saying as far as EPs go. So I've made something called the night shift. The night shift, I made that because I was working, like we were talking about, you know, grinding hard, you know, grunt work. So I was working in a warehouse all night. But everybody there is they're engaging in what's going on at work. They're pissed off about the job. Like if you hear it, why the fuck you here? Then go work somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, or go put your energy. Like I don't put negative energy in anything. I was there because, like you said, you know, for a little bit of time, I had to put in that hard ass work. So I put that work in. And
that's
then
what your album or your
that's why I called it the night shift, because I was working the night shift. So that's why I just want to work the night shift. That's where that came from. So
and that's being released when?
Oh, that one already released.
It's already released.
Yes, I released that one. Then I really slept on. Then now we got Blue Sheep. We're gonna talk about it in a minute too.
So again, what do you feel kind of motivates you to just keep pushing?
Just making sure, like, one, I had myself issues I was dealing with, like making sure that I was being the man that I wanted to be and accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. And two, I work so hard now at this point to where I could say I quit music tomorrow and wake up, but there will be people hitting me up saying, "Where's the new shit?" So now people are motivating me as well.
So the drive to keep.
So my self-drive, and then everyone else keeps on coming at me now too. Like there's a kid that lives in Atlanta that's like, you know, I use your, and the crazy part is, it's usually not even the new shit. It's some old shit that I was like, now I'm over it. He's like, yeah, I use this when I walk out, when I go do my, you know, he plays baseball, I guess. So he's like, I use this when I walk out. I'm like, shit. And like, and one of my songs I say, the people that support the most are people that I don't even know, that I don't even know.
Do you fuck with Russ?
Yeah, I like Russ. I like Russ a lot.
Russ is one of my favorite artists, and he's like, one thing he did that I really believe in is he pumped out like 3 to 5 songs per week for 5 years straight.
That's dope.
Onto SoundCloud, and like a lot of artists aren't doing that. They're doing one per month or one every couple.
It's funny you said that.
You need to do at least minimum 1 a week.
Right. It's funny you say that because like there's some people that like they'll go by that theory you just said, and they're in the studio like all day. They'll do 100 tracks, but it's all, a lot of shit is like half-ass shit. But then there's some people like Russ. It's all still dope quality too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have the balance between productivity.
You have to really don't do it because somebody about heard you say. Don't do it because someone told you to do it. Like do it because it's just your craft. You've accepted that, like I said. So now this advice would help me more than it help somebody else. Unless the person feels the way I feel, like how Russ felt. You know what I mean? Like
straight up.
Yeah, I'm dropping shit non-stop. That's why I'm doing EPs too. Like I can just keep dropping 6 over and over again.
So as I said in the last episode, we're starting to actually dig behind their gram. So I'm gonna pull up your Instagram.
Go ahead.
And we're just gonna kind of dig into it and look right into it. Let's pull it up. Let me screen capture this. Boom, we're in. What's your Instagram?
The #1 and only D Money. So the rest is all just letters.
And only D Money. Boom. One and only D Money. You got 8,000 subscribers, so you got some fan base. Okay. You're an artist, singer, songwriter, recording artist, stunter, SF, and what does that stand for?
SFM is Stunt for Mafia. I'm actually rocking them right now.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to my sponsors.
DMoneyJohnson.com.
DMoneyJohnson.com, legit.
So looking through your tag, let's just check out some of these. Explain a bit, what do we got here?
So this right here is a track called Street Life. It's a coincidence too because like the people that sponsor me right now, which is also one of my very, very good friends, like family. And I met him not because I met him before I knew what he was doing. But I fucked with him for like work. Like I didn't work with him, like I'm a stunner. So I blew something called fork sales, you know? So like that's what I'm doing with it. So I blew my fork sales. And what happened after that was I paid him, you know, I came for maybe 2 other things. And we built a friendship though, because we're kind of alike. His hustle is like my hustle. He works hard. He has a true fan base.
So you collaborated.
Right, so what happened is we ended up becoming very good friends. We had stuff that we built rapport, and we had things that we could talk about that average person can't talk about. Because we're real, but we also have new problems. When we get successful, we should have new problems. And we talk about that type of shit.
So that's Street Life?
That song, so the point is that song, I was just spitting that song. It just so happened to match. So like I said, we're the same.
Absolutely.
So
charisma and how it worked together.
So basically that song what it's talking about is You know, just the hustle. You know, whether it's music, working at a store, you're a stripper, whatever you're doing, just talking about the hustle for my point.
I like that. That's, yeah. Let's look at a couple of other ones here. I'm just gonna jump into. You got a street bike?
Yeah. I got 66 Ninja, 2016.
This is new. What do we got here?
Oh, that's fresh.
What do you got?
So what that is, I just went to Miami to do a show.
Recap of a show I did in Miami.
Yeah. So I just came from, one thing I try to do too is like an artist, one thing that was different for me and a lot of artists is like they'll build a fan base in that one area, and that is so dope, and I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is, like sometimes those people will be scared to step out of their comfort zone and go somewhere far away where they don't have a fan.
Yeah,
so you're kind of like taking a step back.
Yeah.
And now you have to be that person. Like you're so like royalty here, but now you go there.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So like what I do is I still try to do shows. Like I'm so intrigued by going out of town.
Yeah.
Not only is it cool,
and it's putting you in a position that you're maybe not comfortable with, and it's good to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, you know? Dope. So we jumped into that, into your Instagram, you know, we showed a little bit of that, asked a couple questions about a couple of your posts. It's dope that you went to Miami and it was a productive trip overall, you know? So let's jump into, what do you feel are some of your failures being a musician this far in the game? I love this question because I feel we learn our most when we're in our downtimes, you know? When we're in that failure state, you don't have to view it as a failure, you know? Just view it as a learning lesson and an opportunity to grow stronger, straight up.
Yeah, and I feel like if you can't learn from it, that means you weren't invested in what you thought you were invested in.
Yeah, absolutely. So what would be one of your biggest failures or learning lessons this far?
So one of my failures would be probably, the number one failure would be not believing in myself in the very beginning. Not being as vested as I am now in the very beginning. I was, which is why I'm at where I'm at now. So I was maybe 50% more than an average person, but I was not vested in myself.
Yeah, exactly. And I bet you 10 years from now, you're gonna be saying the same thing about yourself right now.
Probably
like I
so.
should have had, like I thought I was confident in myself, but if you knew the outcome of your future, you'd probably take a little more risk and opportunities, you know?
Yeah, I've been taking risks. Like one thing, I feel like everybody should have their balance, and one of my balances is, you know, cars and bikes. So I mean, I don't have necessarily the car that I would really want right now, but that's because I'm putting it into music.
Yeah, don't even worry about that.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's all gonna come as long as I'm putting in what I gotta put in. So that's probably the biggest failure I would say, is not believing in myself as much as I expected someone else to believe in me.
Straight up, yeah.
That's probably what it is right there.
Heck yeah. What would you say are some of your short-term goals? You know, let's say from now till the end of the year, beginning of 2019.
Short-term minor goals or major goals?
I think all short-term or long-term, they should be major, you know?
All right, some of the goals I have is I want to get to the top of the charts as far as the Billboard Hot 100. That's a goal I have. I want to get more than 10,000 downloads. Let's say 10,000 streams minimum on every song, regular streams, and 1,000 downloads as far as people that buy it, like actually purchase it, when I drop it within 24 hours. So those are goals I have right there. Other goals, I mean, if it's off of music, you know, just fitness-wise, making sure everything's on point. That makes a big difference with shit. Stunning, you know, I want to make sure like I'm up to par as far as stunt riding and whatnot. Like that's a big goal.
What would you say some of your long-term goals are, 5 to 10 years?
Long-term goals is like when I die, I want to be able to make sure my grandkids are taken care of as far as like their life is set up before they even got to meet me. They'll just hear about me, but they also got something to prove that I was what I said I was.
Yeah, straight up.
Then I want like, when I don't want my kids to have to depend on like, okay, my life insurance or something like that, or me depend on 401k. I want to be able to leave my kids with a business and $1 million.
And then or all the opportunity they want.
Yeah, I want to leave them with, you know, and my other goals, like this is a smaller goal that I accomplish every day, is that when I meet people, I want to be able to influence them and help them to not make the mistakes that I've made, and to make sure that they understand that they can really be what they want to be.
Just to influence people to be the best versions of themselves.
People don't believe that shit is a problem. Like they think it's cool to say, it sounds good, but they don't really believe it.
I focus on that every single day.
Like I know you believe it.
I do morning motivation every single morning, and I'm just like influencing, trying to push, like pushing patience, pushing motivation, you know, just every single morning. And it's my little way of giving back and trying to push people to be the best versions of themselves, you know.
100%.
What would you say your style is?
That's a good question. I mean, style-wise, it's like I kind of like adapt to anything. Like I got a call from a pretty major producer. I'm not gonna say any names. Recently, he was like, "I like it because you can do anthem shit. You can do storytelling. You can do some shit that's
versatile.
You can have substance. You can have no substance. Do like some regular shit that young kids do. Like so, it's kind of versatile. I would kind of say like you have more of like a Nate Dogg, even towards Drake. Like I don't know. This is all personal opinions.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'd rather people give their own opinions. I can't really answer that one. That was kind of hard.
Okay. I'm starting to do these questions, and I'm gonna do a big video collage of everybody's answer. What would you say, with your perception, what your meaning of life is?
My meaning of life.
To live life.
Basically just to not focus on things that are slowing me down, not focus on negativity, just be here, be me, and what I truly want is gonna just be there.
Absolutely.
If I know I want this Lamborghini, it's gonna just be there. I'm not gonna think about why I can't have it. I'm gonna just have it. I'm not gonna let anything stop me. As long as I'm doing positive things, I can live like that. Because if I don't let anything stop me, then if I was doing something positive, then it was good that I didn't let it stop me, right?
So mindset, most of all.
Yeah. So basically, me just. And also making sure I influence other people as well. Like when I made the night shift track I was talking about, that's to influence people that are at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It helps them get through their day.
Keep hustling, use it as a stepping stone.
So that's one of my main things is make sure I leave a footprint, and to make sure everybody just understands they can be what they want to be. I can't stress that enough.
Straight up, that's dope. Okay. If you could say one thing to the viewers watching, maybe they're an artist struggling towards their dreams, what would you say?
I would say, why did you decide to be an artist? Or why did you decide to be a surgeon? Whatever it is, why did you decide to be that?
Figure that out.
Why did you decide to be that? And whatever the answer is, or answer whatever your next question is. I'll leave it at that, basically.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah. D-Money. Thanks for coming out.
No, I appreciate you for having me.
I'm glad I got to, learn a little bit about the backstory on how you became an artist and even the little bit of the struggles that you're going through. Straight up, yeah.
Yeah,
thanks for coming, bro.
Appreciate you.
Again, guys, I'm Coast to Coast Studios, your host for Behind the Grams, where we dig into some of the stories, motivations, and even the hardships that we go through as a creator or artist pushing towards our dreams. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow the links below and let us know what we can do to improve or what you guys like.